Hello friends, Adam here with FED. Today we're going to look at all the characters that we know about in Fire Emblem Engage, or at least most of them, and guess how good they're going to be based on what we know so far. So this is all speculation, again based on the limited information that we do have. And yeah, you might be noticing, hey, it's not Tier List Tuesday, what is he doing? Well, guess what? Now it's Tier List Wednesday this week, and I get to make the rules because it's my channel. So, Tier List Tuesday on a Tier List Wednesday begins now with Fire Emblem Engage characters that we don't know enough about to really tier, but we're going to have fun trying. Sound good? I hope so. Alright, so I have a few tiers here. Guaranteed top tier. Pretty self-explanatory. Probably very good. Maybe good and maybe bad, and then I don't freaking know is the last one. I don't freaking know. Alright, this is not even a question to me. Guaranteed top tiers. The Illirs, with their personal skill divinely inspiring alone, makes them incredibly interesting. They allow adjacent allies to deal +3 damage and take 1 less damage. But that in conjunction with the abilities from Vander, Frame, and Klon have a lot going for them. And come on, they're the main characters of the game. It's pretty par for the course in Fire Emblem ever since, I don't know, like Awakening, for the main character to be really good, right? So guaranteed top tiers in my mind. And you can't change it. Vander. Vander is a hard one for me because he probably very good. But the one thing holding him back from being there and to maybe good is Gunter. This game is very much like Fire Emblem Fates from what we've seen so far. That's what it feels like, a continuation of that kind of Fire Emblem game, more so than what we've had in Echoes and Three Houses and stuff. And Gunter was a disaster of a unit. He was super weak, right? And Vander is the early game pre-promoted unit similar to Gunter. So he could just be bad. Maybe good. But honestly, if I had to guess, he's going to be outclassed by pretty much everyone else. But the only thing keeping him out of maybe bad is the fact that he is pre-promote. You know, he's going to be a great knight to start, which being promoted by itself should make him fairly okay. All right, let's do Clan A. I don't know. Frame's brother, the Green Mage bro. I'm gonna be honest. He's probably very good. He gets +10 hit when he's by Illir, and it gives Illir +10 hit. That's not super appealing to me, but it's better than, some of these other personal skills that aren't going to happen very often. And early game mage characters are usually pretty good. Look at, I don't know. You look at past games. He reminds me of someone like an Asbel or a Soren, But I don't know. I guess in his Fate's equivalent would be someone like Owain, who's not that great, or Nyx, who's not that great. So I don't know. Maybe probably very good is too high for him. Yeah, you know what? We're gonna put him in maybe good. Maybe good. I talked myself out of it. I think he might be good, but for leaning more towards not. Maybe. All right. Frame. I think Frame is going to probably be good, and it all depends on how good staffs are. Like the status effect staffs and the blocking paths, how nice is that going to be? I think it's going to be a large part of what makes her good or not. And also the key adept, the martial artist ability to guard allies is really cool. And I think that alone will make her very useful in the early game. So I think Frame has potential to be kind of broken, but we don't know how good the body art or the iron body art or whatever it's called is going to be. That might be, her strength might just be lacking entirely, so her damage potential might be really bad. I don't know. Her skill is gives +10 avoid to her and Illir when they're adjacent to each other. So I believe that's Jacob, similar to Jacob's skill in Fates. Evasive Partner, I believe it was called. So if I had to guess, she's probably going to be pretty good. I think she's the most interesting of these 3 starting characters. Alfred, another one that I think is probably going to be pretty good. Probably very good. He's mounted to start, so +1 move over everyone else. In a game where 4 movement seems to be kind of the base normal thing to have, 5 is kind of nice. Like when you play 3 houses and you finally get 5 move, the game just like feels way more wide open. So I really think Alfred has that advantage going for him. Other than that, it's impossible to really say how much better he's going to be. I don't like his personal self-improver. If unit uses weight without attacking or using items, it grants strength +2 for a turn. So the idea is for him to enemy phase and kill things a little better, I guess. But that feels really silly. I'd rather have defense or some way for him to get that +2 strength on player phase. So he'll probably be very good from what we know, considering he's kind of like a main character as well. So he'll probably be good. All right, Bergeron. I think that's how you say his name, Bergeron, or Bouger. Oh, like Bougeron, probably Bougeron. Sorry, guys. I'm not great at pronouncing names. I'm gonna be honest with you. I'm gonna be real honest with you guys. He's probably gonna be kind of bad. He's probably gonna be kind of bad. Makes me sad because I think he's kind of a, you know, like I kind of like the design of a guy who's a freaking hulking human being with like a baby face. It's kind of funny. His skill is interesting. When an ally joins a chain attack in this unit's combat, unit deals +2 damage. So that sounds like a fairly easy thing to set up to get him to get +2 damage. Just have like someone with the backup unit type nearby to join in, or have, you know, some other like Lucina will work well with him, you know. So I think he has some tools that could be cool, but if I had to guess, early game Axe Bro probably not going to be that great. Again, all conjecture, so who freaking knows. All right, AT. AT has Energized. When the unit recovers HP using an item, grants a strength +2 for a turn. Pretty awful ability. Unless it can be compounded with stuff from trying to think. I think like Citrine has one. When this unit uses a healing item, adjacent allies also recover the same amount of HP. So I'm interested to see if her Energized, if she can get +2 from Energized, if she is healed by Citrine's Generosity, which would be really cool. That would be a cool synergy, but she's probably going to be bad too. Archers don't look as spectacular as they have been since in like Echoes and 3 Houses. Probably taking a step back. They were still good in Fates, but they weren't incredible, right? So I think she'll be, you know, maybe a little less interesting than other units, but she'll probably be like top of maybe bad is probably where I'm going to place her. She also has the funny, I don't know, like the funny personality of like, I'm small but really strong. You know, that's her whole thing. All right, Saline. Yeah, that's how it's pronounced. It's not Celine or I thought it'd be Saline. In game, it's pronounced Saline, which is, you know, like the solution. But her personal skill, Recovery, Gentle Flower, recovery items used by allies within 2 spaces heal 50% plus 50% HP. Essentially makes like vulneraries more useful and stuff, which I don't know. Generally in Fire Emblem, vulneraries and other healing items become less useful the farther you get in because you just use staves and stuff, especially once they give experience. So her personal skill sounds kind of pointless to me. But that being said, if I had to guess, she's probably going to be very good. She'll probably be very good. She's another one of the main character people, being the sister of Alfred. And magic sword people, I don't know, they're always kind of cool. I mean, it's just a feeling I get. She feels like she's going to be pretty good. If I had to guess, she's going to be pretty good. There's no real, we don't have any real good reason for that other than like, yeah, that's just how it feels. All right, Louis, the Armor Knight man with the great hair. He's some great hair. If it depends on how the game works and how prominent breaking is from the enemy and stuff like that, but I think Armor Knights might be pretty good. So we're gonna put him at like the bottom of maybe good, or maybe above Vander. And I think being able to negate breaks might be critical to maddening difficulty, But again, it's another one of those things we just don't know until the game comes out and we get to play it ourselves. So for now, he might be good, but he could go up depending on how breaking and stuff works, right? I guess I'll mention his personal skill as well. Admiration. If 2 female allies are adjacent within 2 spaces, this unit takes 2 less damage during combat. So that paired with like a Lear, like female Lear and just another female unit, I guess, could drop the damage he takes by 3. That's pretty cool. I don't hate the idea of that. That could be really good for tanking. So he with that he might be good, but I can't put him any higher. All right, Chloe. Chloe has her personal skill, Fairy Tale Folk. If a male and a female ally are adjacent within 2 spaces, a unit deals +2 damage during combat. So she likes love stories, apparently. So if two units are together, she gets very excited and does more damage. Very exciting. Interesting. There's a lot of these kind of really weird and oddly specific skill setups that are here. If I had to guess, she's going to be top tier. Early game flyers are always really good in Fire Emblem. Maybe I'll be wrong this time. Maybe flying won't be as good as it has been in the past. But early game flyers are generally very powerful. Diamond. If I had to guess, he'll probably be very good. I don't think he'll be a top tier, but I think he'll be very, very good. His personal skill, Fair Fight. If unit initiates combat, grants hit +15 to unit and foe if foe is also able to counterattack. Isn't that good. I don't like that skill. I'm not a huge fan. Like I understand the idea is to just make it so he's more accurate and should hopefully have more defense than the enemy or whatever, or just be able to kill. But I'm not a big fan of buffing the enemy with a skill. I don't really see why that needs to be a thing. Some of these personal skills are kind of silly. I feel like they made personal skills more based on character and less based on like actually being good. It's kind of how it comes across. But despite all that, maybe it's just me wanting him to be really good. He looks cool. I think the backup unit typing will be really valuable to have on the map for chain attacks. So he has that going for him right from the start. So he's probably going to be very good. All right, this is Amber, I believe. Sorry, some of these names I'm going to get less sure of what their names are because I kind of just forgot. But I believe this is Amber. I don't know. Dude, Amber will probably may be good. I don't freaking know. They have the skill Aspiring Hero. If no other units, sorry, I read it wrong. If no other units are within 1 space of unit or foe, grants hit +20 at a cost of avoid -10 during combat. Yeah, it might be good. I don't know. We're just going to leave him here somewhere. Like right there. Sure. He may be good. Maybe good. I don't remember this girl's name, but if I had to guess, she's going to be right up here with Louis. She may be good. Maybe good. Yeah, I just don't remember her name. Alchemist. His skill, Get Behind Me. When an ally within 2 spaces is attacked, grants a strength +2 to unit for 1 turn. I like that a lot more than Alfred's +2 strength for a turn if he just waits. So essentially, unless I'm understanding it incorrectly, Alchemist should get +3 strength if he's nearby an ally who took a hit on enemy phase, and hopefully that +3 strength will like carry on to player phase. That's the hope for me. And maybe it'll happen on player phase as well. If maybe even if the unit initiates the combat but they still take damage, his +3 strength will still apply. +3 strength is pretty good. He's also an archer though, and archers don't look that good to me in this game. Again, it's really yet to be seen how good they'll be. But he's also kind of like he's like main character adjacent, similar to Saline. So if I had to guess, he'll probably be very good. I like the +3 strength buff if it works the way that I said. Otherwise, it's like for me, he's like between maybe good and probably very good. We'll put him in the bottom of probably very good for now, though. All right, Lapis. Lapis has share spoils. If there is an ally within one space, it grants hit avoid +10 at a cost of crit -10 to unit. That is honestly really cool. I like that a lot. I'm going to put, I think that puts Lapis in probably good if her stats stack up. She is going to be like an early game Myrmidon, probably. Myrmidon / sword fighter into swordmaster kind of character. And I don't know. I'm just partial to that kind of unit. Also, I think her design is one of the better in the game. So maybe that's my personal bias speaking, but I think she's probably going to be very good. She will probably be very good. We'll put her like here. I have a good feeling about her as a unit. All right, Citrine, I think is also probably very good. She reminds me a lot of the early game mage archetype that is like the prodigy kind of character, you know, your Lute or your Urk or I don't know, you name it. There's plenty of them, right? And I think that she has the potential to be really good. I like her skill a lot, quite a bit actually. When this unit uses a healing item, adjacent allies also recover the same amount of HP. That's kind of cool. It's essentially allows her to be a healer without having a healing staff. I understand that a healing staff would just be better overall, but yeah, we're gonna put her. I think she's like up here with like Alchemist and Lapis, where it's like she could potentially be very good based on what we know and just like the feel I get, but she could be bad. Also, anyone notice that she has like the weird feather? Like she kind of looks like Nana from 3C776. All right, Tamara. Tamara, I don't think we know her personal ability yet. If we do, someone correct me in the comments and please post it there. If I had to guess, she's going to be either top tier or probably very good, similar to Diamond and Alfred, kind of, you know, as another one of the main characters. She also gets to, I don't know, her class looks kind of cool. I think she's a sentinel is what her class is, with like a lance and stuff or whatever it's called. Very cool. Very cool. I think I'm just going to put her up here with Diamond. I don't think we really know how good she's going to be. But again, just main character-wise, it's hard for me to think she's going to be bad. Okay, I don't remember this girl's name, but I know that she's a wolf. She rides a wolf or something, which is cool. I'm just going to put in, I don't know, maybe good. All right, Panette. Panette. I'm going to put maybe good. We'll put her maybe good as well. She starts off as a Berserker, and the stat trade-off we saw for Berserker when Vander turned into a Berserker was kind of weird. It was tons of strength, but then he like lost stats in a lot of other places. And specializing in Fire Emblem can be very good. Like look at Three Houses, where specializing is like the meta in on Maddening, but it doesn't mean it's gonna be good here. And just being like an absolute powerhouse might not be the play. So I'm not a huge fan. Like I don't know. Maybe the stat distribution will be totally fine. Her strength is just going to be insane, and she'll just kill things in one shot or crit all the time. I don't know. She may be good, but I'm going to put her there. What's this guy's name again? Is it Fogado? I forgot this guy's name. He looks really cool though, and that alone makes him probably very good in my mind. He looks super cool and confident. I like that. I like the cool, confident guy. So he's going to go like, I don't freaking know. If I do, I'm just spitballing. He's going to go like here. Yeah, I like him. Don't remember this person's name. I don't feel like I know anything about these two. So I'm just going to put them there. I don't remember anything about them. Instant top tier. Instant top tier. Maybe even up here. Instant top tier. This guy's name is Seadra, I think is his name. It's not a Pokemon. Seadra. He's the dancer. He's the dancer unit. Automatically insanely good. Ivy. I think is also a guaranteed top tier. She reminds me too much of Camilla not to be a guaranteed top tier in my mind. Camilla, she just has all of the, she's the magic axe wielding wyvern rider lady, which is just, that's Camilla to a T. If she's not good, I'll be very surprised. I'll be incredibly surprised. All right, I believe this guy's name is Zelkov. I believe this is Zelkov. His skill, if foe initiates combat, inflicts hit -10 on that foe during combat. That could be a really fun avoid build, like pairing him with like Marth or something. That could be really goofy fun. But that's all. I don't really know much else about him, so I'm gonna put him in like maybe good because his skill kind of sounds interesting. All right, Kagetsu. He's a pre-promote swordmaster. If I had to guess, he'll at least be up here. Maybe even guaranteed. I'm not gonna say guaranteed top tier, but he'll be up here somewhere. We'll put him. We'll just like put him like, if I had to guess, like around here. So Kagetsu has blinding flash. If unit initiates combat, inflicts avoid -10 on foe. So that's some reliability for your hit, which is cool. It's like certain blow kind of. But what I'm more interested in is that he's a promoted unit to start, which could be good or bad depending on when he joins. But I don't know. He also just looks cool, flashy swordsman. Who doesn't like a good flashy swordsman? All right, Hortensia, whatever. She'll be a top tier. Hortensia has big personality. When unit uses a healing staff, grants a range +1. So that's really cool in itself, but she's also a flying magic user. Flying magic users win, in my mind. I just love flying magic users. But her ability to use just like a basic healing staff or something with +1 range could be very powerful. All right, Rosado. Rosado's Stunning Smile. If foe is male, grants avoid -20 on that foe during combat. I like this skill because it's not conditional. I think he has a good chance of being pretty good. I believe Rosado starts as a wyvern rider of some kind. So I think instantly that puts him like in probably very good because flying to start is awesome. I don't know, but you look at like Baruka. That's who I can compare him to is Baruka. Baruka's not very good. Like she's okay, but Baruka's not insane. Whereas I think, I don't know. If I had to guess, Rosado's going to be pretty good. All right. Gold Mary. Still upset that her name's not Marigold because, it's like an actual flower. But Gold Mary, whatever. She has the skill Disarming Sigh. If foe is male, inflicts hit -20 on that foe during combat. That I like even more. I like that even more than Rosado's. I think Gold Mare, it really depends on how many enemies are male, but based on Fire Emblem in the past, it's like most of them, if not all of them, generally. So I think Gold Mary has a good chance of being really, really good because of that skill. Stacking her with like Marth, who has like sword avoid stuff and whatever, could be really fun. I think she has potential to be very, very good. All right, Anna. Make a killing is her skill. May obtain 500 gold when unit defeats a foe. Trigger is luck as a percentage. Yeah. I hate to do it. If I had to guess, she's not going to be very good. I hate to do it. But Anna's never very good. I mean, she's okay in Awakening. But she wasn't good. She was sorry. Maybe I'm just burnt. I was just burnt by 3 houses, but she was so bad in 3 houses. So maybe she'll be okay. But if I had to guess, she's maybe bad. She's also a tiny person. How is she dealing damage? She's such a tiny person. All right, Yunaka, the thief girl. Depends on how useful thievery is. Opening chests and doors and stuff. I like her personal skills. Kind of funny. It's trained to kill. When unit occupies terrain that provides an avoid bonus, grants crit +15. So she has some good crit stacking potential, but that's only if there's a good amount of like terrain or whatever for her to use. I'm gonna put her in maybe good. I think she's gonna be a fan favorite based on her appearance. She may be good. All right, now we're on to emblem rings. I will quickly mention Jean. I believe is how you'd pronounce it. Is Gean, Jean. He is, or he or she, I'm not sure. I think it's he. Is the villager type unit who starts off as the same class as Frame, I believe. But starts off really low level, but has aptitude essentially. So if I had to guess, Jean will be like maybe good. So I just don't have a picture of him here yet. All right, let's do the emblem rings. These are going to be tiered. This is like tiered completely separately, but I think they're worth talking about here since we know quite a bit about That's what I said. Quite a bit about all of them. So I think so the emblem rings are not being tiered against the normal characters. They're being tiered against each other, if that makes sense. So Marth seems kind of he's like avoid heavy and like reliable hit, reliable avoid, reliable-ish avoid, and then just solid damage. So I'm not super big on Marth. I think he may be good. Really just depends on how well he avoid. In my mind, he really depends on how well he can avoid stack. Celica, in my guaranteed top tier. For now, I'm just gonna put the rings. They're all going to be above. So I think Celica is a guaranteed top tier. Warp Ragnarok by itself is really good. Being able to self warp into an attack is fun, and Warp Ragnarok seems powerful enough on the right unit to just one shot things. So Celica, to me, is a guaranteed top tier. Sigurd, probably very good with the ability to just move extra far. It's like plus 10 move. It's like not plus 10 move. Is it plus 10 move on cavalry? It's something like ridiculous like that. It's a lot of extra move from Sigurd when engaged. So I think Sigurd has a lot going on that. Override's kind of a cool skill. It's just I don't know how useful it's going to be. Might be able to have some fun setups where you force enemy units to line up and then get a big chain of override. So I think Sigurd's gonna be really good though. Leaf, I honestly find to maybe be one of the less impressive ones. The guaranteed breaks are cool, and being able to use all sorts of different weapon types is also cool. I'll put him with Marth. I don't know enough about him yet. Roy has like the guaranteed miracle stuff, which is really funny, and I like it a lot actually. I'm gonna put him here. I don't think he's guaranteed top tier, but I think he's gonna be pretty good. He's probably gonna be very good, honestly. And just because the miracle stuff is funny. Lynn, I'm gonna be real with you guys. I'm gonna be real. Lynn might be kind of bad. Her whole thing is just like dealing damage and then dealing damage at a distance as well, which I don't find very impressive. She may be bad compared to the other emblem ranks. Erica and Ephraim also may be bad. I don't like their whole thing. It's like either ignore defense or get healed kind of stuff. And I don't know. I don't like the trade-off system there. When they're engaged and having both is cool, but I'm not a huge fan of how they work, personally. Ike has potential to be like a top tier, but it just depends on how strong enemies are. He's probably very good at the very least, though. Like I'd probably put him up here. He's really the only solid defensive ring, and he also is able to deal out some good damage on the next player phase with like the super ether attack thing, which is nifty. But I can't put him into guaranteed top tier based on what we know. Micaiah, it kills me to say it, absolutely kills me to say it, but compared to the other emblem rings, she may be bad. Being able to use stats regardless of class sounds really cool. Her engage ability to heal like all your allies or whatever. I don't know if that's like all allies within 10 spaces or something, but being able to heal everyone's really nifty. but I don't think it's going to be as useful as other characters. Lucina. I think Lucina, I don't know. The more I know about Lucina, the more I'm like, dang, she's pretty freaking broken. So I think Lucina is going to be a top tier ring, guaranteed. She can have massive chain attacks, which is cool, and she allows the unit she's equipped to participate in chain attacks regardless of their unit typing. So they don't have to be backup; they can be whatever, which can be really good on like an archer or something because their range is bigger. And I like her ability to protect allies. So she can, I think it's completely nullifies damage to adjacent allies for like one combat or something like that, which is really cool. Big fan of that. Corrin, I don't feel comfortable tiering. It's really going to depend on how good it is to manipulate the terrain. It could be incredibly powerful to manipulate the terrain and to make like water tiles and heal tiles and things of the sort. But we just don't know. We haven't seen enough of the game to know at all. I don't feel comfortable even guessing for her. I hope she's good because the idea of messing with terrain and stuff is really cool, and I want that to be like a core mechanic. All right, we'll finish off with Byleth. Byleth is guaranteed top tier. He has super rallies. You can rally all sorts of stuff for multiple units, which is cool. And also, he has a super dance that he can use once per engage. The super dance, being able to dance for 4 units at one time, which can allow for some silly double dance shenanigans with your dancer as well. So, Byleth is going to be kind of sick, if I had to guess. All right. Thanks for watching, guys. What do you think of this tier list? Again, remember that the emblem rings are tiered separately. I just put them all on here for convenience, but they are not tiered with the other characters. They're just tiered by themselves. Make sure to like the video, subscribe to the channel, and leave your thoughts in the comments on why I am wrong. I'm just kidding. Tell me why I'm right today. I would love to hear why you think I'm right. But also, I'm fine to hear your differing opinions as well, of course. Thanks for watching, guys. Bye.